Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the monthly reading for Libra for August 2018. How are you doing, Libra? First of all, apologies for the lighting. I'm doing this a little bit later than normal, and the light is really, really bad, I think. And sorry for doing this live as well. I'm trying to get them all up for August, okay? And if I pre-record them and then wait for them all to upload, it takes too long. Okay, so this is why I'm doing them live. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Just Learning. Yeah, so I'm going to start just with a little bit of business before I start the reading. I do have an offer on at the moment. There's 15% discount on all readings. August is going to be a good month. There's a new website launching. There's a whole new look, a whole new brand sort of thing, so I'm really excited about that. So some of the readings are going to be stopped. So the video readings are going to no longer be available. So if you do want a video reading, then this is your last chance to get it. 45-minute readings are going to stop as well, and so there's going to be a few changes, but it's going to be much easier to navigate for you and for me, okay? So if anybody does want a reading, the discount is on until the 3rd, which is Friday, I think. The discount is on till then. After that, because I am taking a little bit time off in August as well, so availability is limited. So if you do want a reading, it's best to click and get it now, and then you get it at a cheaper price as well, okay? Because the prices are going to go up slightly a little bit when the new website is launched. So I'm trying to keep that off as much as possible. So that's it, business over. I hate that part of it. I'll just see who's here. Elizabeth, you love my Aries reading. I can't remember what was in Aries. When I do these readings, I give the information that I get as I get it, and the same with when I read for people. So I never remember what is in them. Somebody today mentioned Gemini's reading, and I was like, don't know. Was it good? Was it bad? I don't know. So, hi, Lady Libra. Yeah, your first live. Wow, I was just sitting outside. I'm waiting for my friend to get ready. We're going out. And I just thought, all right, I've got a little bit of time. I'll go in and I'll get Libras done. Hi, Kay. Just learn. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Oh, thank you, Just Learning. It is appreciated, when people like these videos, it means that they get shared, and it does help other people to see them as well. So, if you can like and subscribe, if you want to, then that is absolutely great. It's great for me as well. Taurus reading was amazing. Let's hear some great news for Librans. Of course, the like button should be the first thing you do. All right, thank you. Thank you for all that support. Right, okay. So I've just heard today that there's going to be a heat wave over here. I mean, they're saying a heat wave. I'm like, it's been 37 today and I've been working in it. And it's just like, wow, this is ridiculous. And then they've said, oh, the weekend's going to be really hot. I'm like, and this isn't really hot. So yeah, it's almost the amount of times you're getting changed every day. It's unbelievable. When will you do fire sign Sagittarius readings? I was curious and appreciate what you do. Thank you. I do them in order, Natasha. I do them in order. This helps me to know where I've gone with them. So I started with Aries. Libra is next, and then we have Scorpio and then Sagittarius. So it should be tomorrow or the next day. Them ones will be out. Okay. Hi, Sally. Right, okay, so I'm going to start this reading. And the first thing I was picking up when I started to tune into you there is, I don't know if some of you have been looking at old photographs or something like that. This could be old. I know my dad has loads of old cine films, from the 70s and stuff, because I feel that there's a reminiscent. I mean, that doesn't surprise me in any way, because we have so many planets going retrograde at the moment, and Mercury is in retrograde. So it's all revisiting, remembering, we've got all the re's going on at the moment. And this blood moon that we had on Friday as well was all about what we need to release. Okay, but sometimes we've got to go back and we've got to reevaluate situations in order to see whether we need to let go of it, or we need to sort of bring it back in, or something like that, So there's a big reevaluation, I think, coming in. And revolving, they're saying to me, revolving and evolving. I don't know what that means. But yeah, it's almost like they're showing me a revolving door, and it's kind of like, I think there's been a lot of thinking about people, people that have come into your life, people that have gone out of your life, people that have been there years ago, people that are there now. There's almost like this importance on people and what you have learned from them, what you've learned about yourself, by meeting them and things like that. This is all, there's a real reminiscent coming in with your reading here, Libra. And it's almost like I feel there's some voids being left of people that have gone. This could be people that have just gone their own way. This could be people that have, passed on or whatever, or people where you can no longer have that friendship with that person, so there's almost like these voids here. But then what you've got to remember is them voids are there because there are going to be new people that you meet. So it's almost like a cycle. This is it. What do they say? People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And when you discover which one that person is, then you will know how to treat it. Okay. So this is what I'm getting. And it's almost like I'm seeing here mirrors. They're showing me mirrors. And I feel a lot of people that come into our lives mirror us in some way. It's almost like, what we appreciate in them, what we see in them, is also because we can see it in us. Because it is something in us that maybe we haven't nurtured yet. If there's something that irritates people about us, that is because that is in us as well. So it's almost like I say, everybody you meet is a mirror, and depending on when you meet them and what is going on for you, it's almost quite interesting to see, right, okay, why is this mirroring this back to me at this moment? Because what I'm feeling here as well is it's almost like I feel some Librans, or it's almost like craving this connection, craving something more, craving something on a deeper level. Okay, it's almost like, we're in the Aquarius moon. We had the Aquarius moon on Friday, and this, we're in the age of Aquarius as well, and this is all about what can I do for the whole? This is it. It's about connection. The Piscean age was very about disconnection. It was self, it was control, it was materialism. It was all like, what's in it for me? If we look at the 80s, it was a massive, massive, example of that. The amount of cocaine, the amount of, billionaires coming up, and, it was all money, 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 glitz, glamour, blah, 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 all of that, and that was the Piscean age, very selfish. We are now in the Aquarian age, where this is about sharing with our fellow man, sharing with our brothers and sisters. We are all connected, and even these people, when I'm talking about this, that have gone out of your life, they're saying there is still that connection there, on a soul level. So it's quite deep, this one, Libra. I wasn't expecting this. But yeah, it's almost like some of you may be wanting to travel. Some of you may be wanting to just go on, buying a one-way ticket around the world or something like this, because it's almost like I feel there's this need for community, this need for connection, this need for creativity, this need to feel whole, feel like you are part of something, feel like you belong, getting ready to find your tribe. And it's almost like I'm seeing like ecstatic dance or something here, and so I really get this sort of, it's almost like a I don't know, like a travel feel. It's hard to describe this because where I live is very like that, it's quite a bohemian type lifestyle, but I know a lot of people don't live that, I didn't for many years, and now that I have, it's like, right, okay, I've came home, these are my tribes. So there's this real connection, even though the people that I've met here I haven't known for that long, but instantly it's there, and it's like, right, okay, this is it, you're part of my tribe. And I really feel this is what is coming in for Librans, some of you, you know, you'll be able to let me know if you do, because this is what I was picking up psychically. So, right, okay, this is all about this tribe, and it's all about getting quite primal as well. I don't know if some of you are wanting to sort of, you know, go barefoot in the forest and all that. I'm sort of, they're sitting like showing me carving wood for some reason. I don't know, carving a stick. It's really strange. One of my friends at the moment has been using a thing called the talking stick, you know, that she's got, and it's almost like, right, it's your turn to talk and everybody has to listen. So it's almost like I say, this tribal community here as well. So that was what I was picking up psychically, okay? And now I'm going to go into your tarot and see what I'm getting here. So, right, the first card that I've got here is almost like it's itchy feet. It's indecision here, okay? It's weighing up the pros and cons. It's like, you know, do you go off on this worldwide travel and find yourself and find your tribe, or do you sit where you're comfortable and where you know what is going to happen? And this is what I feel is going on, because I don't feel, for many Librans here, it's almost like I don't feel money is that much of an issue. So financially, things are looking okay here. But security-wise, when it's not materialistic, it seems to be a little bit, you know, it's crossed here. And this is involving this decision as well, I feel. This is where it's coming up from. So it's almost like I don't feel you're ready to take action, but you're thinking. It's like I say, there's a lot of being in your head at the moment, Libra. And I don't think this is a bad thing, okay? Because when I'm looking at these thoughts don't seem that negative. They actually seem quite as if something is developing from them. It's almost like they're quite illuminating thoughts, you know, which again, this Aquarius moon, you know, this is what it is here to do. It's here to alert us and give us clarity, give us understanding of ourselves and why we have the emotions that we have. So, but I also see there's a disappointment here, okay? So like I say, you're in your head and there's a disappointment at something. There's a looking at a bit of a mess, looking at something that's happened and still holding on to that. It's almost like there's still a little bit of a black cloud hanging over this, okay? And it's almost like, look at what I have lost, or look at what is lost, sort of, so to speak. But I feel this is more in just a way of thinking. It's almost like, I don't want, and please forgive me, I'm not being bad by saying this, but it's almost like a little bit of a poor me attitude coming in with this, okay? But what it's saying is, all you need to do is turn that around and realize that, you know, there is better for you in your future. It's almost like you've got to cross a bridge. You know, there's water going under the bridge and you've got to cross this, because it's, you know, there's gifts in your future if you do this. If you keep looking at a mess, you know, then you're not going to get anywhere, because you're looking down as well. It's almost like, turn around, look up, you know, and see your vision here. So I hope that's making sense to some of you, because what they're saying to me here is, I feel some of you are ready to take that leap. You know, I've just said, I don't think you're ready yet. It's the planet stage. But it's almost like some of you, if I give you a ticket here, you know, it would be like, right, okay, I'm doing it because I'm getting this real sort of feeling at looking at this situation, which some may say is risky. You know, when the fool starts out, it's always on a new journey. But it's almost like I'm feeling with this, it's this need for pleasure, this need for joy, this need to really, really experience. Okay, this is it. It's all about the experience. And I feel there's a lot of you will be thinking, like, you know, experiencing new cultures, experiencing a new way of being. It's almost like you have this thirst for knowledge that you need to quench. And I feel that this has been coming for quite some time, because they're showing me here, it's almost like there seems to be here that there have been struggles, and it's kind of like worn out mentally, physically, you know. It's kind of like, can I really go on how I'm going on, you know? And, you know, a lot of us are getting this at the moment. You know, this is what this year is about, the 2018. It's been coming for the last, you know, since about 2012, you know, and the last few years, it's upped its game a bit, you know, and this is why we've had all this devastation and destruction and stuff like that, you know, because this is our time of evolving. If you remember, I said in the beginning, you know, this is sort of like revolving and evolving. And this is it. We are changing, and we are changing on a cellular level as well, and a DNA level. And it's almost like this is when we are stepping into our authenticity, and when we are living the life we want to live, and when we are being authentic with ourselves and telling ourselves the truth every single day, you know, this gives other people permission to do the same. And this is when we are getting the people that are coming to us that are of the same vibrational frequency. When we are not doing this, this is when we have struggles. This is when we start to get drained. This is when we get worn out, you know, and this is when you will keep getting tested until you actually take the path of authenticity, you know, because this is it. If you're struggling, it's because you're resisting something, okay? Whatever you resist, it persists, and that is how it stays. When you surrender, when you go with what the universe and your gut is telling you, you know, then this will put you on the right path. You know, you will feel it. Yes, there may be still obstacles and things like that, but you feel that sense of relief within yourself, and you know that you're going somewhere. Because there's a search here, and this is for happiness and contentment. It's almost like you don't want much, Libra, you know, like I say, this materialism, this Piscean age, that's gone now, you know. This is the Aquarian, and it's like, you know, I feel you're wanting to embrace this. But what we've got to remember is Libra are people pleasers, you know. I'm Libra rising myself, and that causes quite a struggle because I've got fire there and I've got earth, and it's like, right, okay, you know, am I grounded, am I over high, you know, it's really strange. So the Libra rising keeps me sort of balanced. But for many years, it allowed me just to please other people at the detriment of myself. And, you know, it was kind of, that isn't cool because I'm making everybody else happy and I'm unhappy myself, you know. So this is what I feel is coming in a lot for this, because I feel it's almost like I want to say to you, Libra, it's like you want to break the rules, okay? You want to break the constrictions that where you have been confined, and it's almost like this is it. It's like being vulnerable, you know, traveling light, not taking, you know, a lot with you, you know. I remember once I traveled Asia, and I took loads. The first time I'd done it, and I took so much in my backpack, and after 3 or 4 days of carrying this backpack around all the time, I was worn out. It was like I was crippled over, and it really hit me that, hold on, what am I carrying that I don't need? And I sent everything back to the UK, and I traveled with hardly anything, and it was so much easier. And this is what I'm saying here, because I do feel travel is important to some of you. I do feel being vulnerable is important to some of you. And I do feel it's almost like you need to look for this North Star. Where is your North Star? Where are you being led to? Okay. Now, it's funny because I don't know if any of you do your astral cartography, which actually you put your birth date in, and it tells you where is good for you to be in the world, okay? And I've been doing it a lot this week because things are a bit up in the air, and it's like, all right, okay, am I staying here at the end? Am I going? I don't know. And bizarrely enough, when I'd done it, from the day I was born, it was mapped out that Ibiza was the place I was meant to be, you know. Ibiza is apparently where I will have success, my creativity will be on point, I will find love, all of that, you know, is in Ibiza. I am also being drawn to Bali, so I checked out Bali, and basically it said if I go to Bali, I'll join a cunt. Sorry, cunt. The cult there. Sorry, Freudian slip. I'll join a cult in Bali. So it's almost like, right, okay, I don't think Bali is a good idea for me. If you go on to, I think it's astro.com, and then go on to Astro Travel, you can plot your own. And it's really funny. I can't believe I've just said that. You know what? That's really bizarre, because I know people hate that word. It's one of my favorite words, and I use it all of the time. You know, I would never use it arguing with somebody, because then it's said in an offensive way. But it is something I use all the time, but just not in. not on screen. So right, moving swiftly on from that. So yeah, so this is it. So maybe get your astro.com under Astro Travel, and it will show you different lines throughout the world. Okay, you're kind of looking for your Venus or Jupiter line. They're the two where it's good for you. Okay, but it will also tell you places. Sorry, I'm reading that. I use that word all the time. I used to be a florist, and my boss came in one day and I had something behind my back and she said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing." She was like, "What are you doing, Tanya?" And you know, when you get the funeral ribbon that you put like dad or whatever or rest in peace on, I was bored and I'd done all my work. So I was using the letters that you rubbed off and I was writing swear words on the pieces of the ribbon. And I had that. This is less than 10 years ago. So it wasn't when I was a child. But yeah, it's right. Okay. But that's a talk for another day. So yeah. So what I'm getting here is this need for this newness, this need for something else. Okay. I feel that something could happen I feel something could happen this month that sort of pushes you further to doing this, okay? Because it's almost like you've been having the thoughts with this, and then we get the tower coming in. Now, you know, a lot of people are scared with the tower, okay? The tower is not scary. Yes, the tower is, do you know what I mean? It's not nice to go through, but it's almost, it pushes you to your destination. It pushes you nearer to your destiny, okay? And I feel there is a great need here to be. Does that make sense? That's how they're saying this. For you to be working alongside other people or connected with other people on the same vibration. And this again involves travel, okay? So it's like I say, some of you, there could be big changes. I mean, that moon on Friday, it wasn't just little changes, it was life changing. It's almost like taking your life on a complete 180 here, you know? But it's a good thing. So it's almost like I feel this month, it's like thick and fast. This is it. It's almost like, you know, there's something happening like that. But this is leading you to your new life, and it's almost pushing you. So it's quite a ferocious energy coming in here, but it's good. Okay, it's good. I really like the energy here. There is nothing bad in this, but it's coming in, you know, and it's so expect the unexpected, Libra. Okay. I really feel as well, this is going to cause some confusion with yourself, some confusion with others as well. There could be battles. There could be, you know, all of this. There is going to be a bit of chaos. And I feel this could be first to maybe third week, okay, of this. And I feel there could be an abrupt ending in some way, okay? Like I say, this could be abrupt. But this is part of your transition. So don't see this as something you need to grieve or be scared of. This is something that is pushing you forward, okay? It's almost like when you get pushed forward in line, you're like, no, I don't want to go first. And it's like, bam, it's your turn. And then you're pushed out on stage or whatever. I don't know why I'm saying stage there. But what is coming after this, okay, is a time of reflection, a time of introspection, a time of soul searching, tapping into that, you know, going barefoot on the ground and feeling your connection there, okay? Tapping into spirit and spirit's messages and saying, is this what I'm meant to be doing? And spirit will say to you, yes, that's why we're helping you, you know? And what comes after this, it's almost like this little time of solitude. And then there is okay, I can breathe again, because September here seems a very, very powerful month for you. It's almost like there are new beginnings here, September. It's like September is going to be your new year. Sorry, I'm laughing there because I still keep thinking about what I've said there. Sorry. September is going to be your new year, okay? I feel there's going to be a lot of abundance for you. Now, abundance doesn't always have to mean financial. And from this reading, what I'm looking at, it's almost like that isn't where it's at, okay? There's still work to do, but it's almost like there's work to do on you. And things are changing. You are lightening your load. You know, there's a lot of different options for you. So you don't have to make this decision on where you're going first. It's almost like set off on the journey. That is when it's an adventure. You know, this is what you want. You know, you want adventure. Don't worry about it, you know, because anxiety keeps us stuck. You know, and I feel that there's a little bit of limbo with the Libras at the moment as well. But like I said, in order to balance your scales, you might be keeping everybody else's balance, but in order to balance yours, you know, what you need to do is do what is good for you. And this here, it's almost like I say, there's a lot of trapped emotions, I feel, around some of you Libras. There's also a needing to feel like you're controlling them as well, to keep them under control. But what I'm getting here is communication is key. It's almost like whatever is there, you need to talk and talk and talk, and you need to talk it out. Like I say, I was mentioning before, a talking stick. It's almost like getting one of them, because the talking will stop the anxiety, I feel. The talking will stop the struggle. Okay, because like I say, there is a lot being offered to you. That this is a time of healing, a time of replenishing, and almost a time of being reborn that you have been holding off for. And I feel whatever happens this month has got a knock-on effect for the next 6 months. Okay, and like I say, it's there. Some of you, this could be meeting somebody this year, you know, this month, where it is bam, that's it, a bit of a whirlwind, you know, and this person just knocks you off your feet, and it's going to be a long-term thing. Some of you could be ending something that has been a long-term thing. Okay, so it's almost like, you know, it's you and relationships, with yourself, you and relationships with others. This is what I started the reading off with, wasn't it? What I was getting psychically. And it's almost like, what do you want in your life long term? Okay, what is temporary? What needs to be let go of? And what do you want long term? Because this is it. It's almost like you need to set your sights now on your long-term future. And the card I've pulled after that is the Sun. Okay, the Sun. If I love this card, especially if you know the Fool's journey, the story. This is when, you know, within the story of the Fool, okay, when he gets to the Sun, he's been through the Moon, he's been through the Tower, he's been through all of that. And the Moon has been there, and he's had this fear and this, you know, all of this. But the Moon comes to illuminate his way, which is what happened on Friday. He then walks through and he finds this clearing, and he hears this child laughing, you know, and we all know that sound of a child laughing, the lovely little giggle, you know, that we get, that just makes you smile. And he sees this child, and the child is saying to him, look at the sky, look at the sun, look at the colors of them flowers, look at this, look at how beautiful life is. And this child is so full of excitement and wonder. This child is completely free. He's secure within himself. You know, he has this red cloak or this red flag or whatever, and he is completely free to be himself. So the Fool's looking at him, and he's been through all this shit, and he looks and he's like, right, okay, like, yeah, that sky is really blue, and them flowers are really beautiful, and that sun does feel nice on my skin. So he says to this little boy, and the little boy's singing and dancing and, you know, being childlike, being free. And he says to him, you know, you're pointing so much out to me that I knew was there, but I didn't recognize it. Who are you? And the little boy goes, I'm you. That's who I am. You know, you've gone through all that shit to strip shit away so that you can be reborn and you can still have that childlike wonder about you. So that coming after, when I'm talking about what you want long term, you know, it's such, sorry, I've got my head in my mouth there. It's such a wonderful, wonderful card to come out with that. And then there you go, you get the justice after it. You know, and this is it. This is your authenticity. Stand in your authenticity, telling the truth to yourself and to others. Okay? bringing the balance back in, because the balance has been out, okay? This is it. It's been blocked. It's been blocked by fear. It's been blocked by old ties that you feel that you are powerless to let go. You know, you are strong enough to do this, and there is a decision that needs to be made. This is about your security. You can't stick your fingers in your ears anymore. You can't run and hide from it, Libra. It's presenting it to you this month, okay? You know in your gut that it's coming. It's almost like you can feel that, and you know that new life is coming, and you know that, you know, it's not where you're living now. And this, I mean that when I'm saying that, you know, this could be, you know, I feel there's a move of things, okay? So this is a move, like I say, maybe of countries, maybe of places, maybe of environments, maybe of around people, you know. It's, and when I'm saying living, it doesn't mean the actual physical place where you're living. It's the way you are living, I feel. And it's, like I say, this is it. It is time for action now, okay? It's really time for action. This month, there are going to be quite a lot of things coming up. I think this is why the reminiscing and that has been there, you know, and it's almost like, are you going to take that path to victory? You know, are you going to stay where you are? Because I see, if you take this path to victory, there is celebrations, you know, there's happiness, there's joy. It's a beautiful, beautiful reading. So anything that happens this month, don't worry about it. It is all leading you to something better, okay, and a brighter future. So I hope that makes sense. The childhood I never had, to get another chance would be wonderful. We have another chance every single day, Laura. We have that choice every single day to go back to our childhood and give ourselves it. I think I said this in one of the readings. I don't know which one it was, but it's almost go back to that inner child and be the person that you needed at that time. You give that child that advice, and that is a massively, massively healing thing to do, healing exercise, okay? Because you now have experience, and you now know what that child needs. You know, nobody knows it better than what your inner child needs than you. Right, okay, so I always let these jump out, okay? One of these jump out. So let's see which one is the jumper. Sometimes they take a while, but if that made sense, please let me know. You know, like I say, write in the descriptions. I read all of them. You know, I do read all of them. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to reply to all of them at the moment, but there is quite a few. But I do read them all. You know, so like I say, it's nice when I see you comment. Right, come on, Spirit card, come on. I'm trying to do them as loosely. Whoa! I think it's that one. Yeah. Look at what we have. We have magic, okay? And this says magic, blessings, transformation. A blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and keep an open mind, okay? So there you go. This is it. There is magic coming for you. There's nothing to fear, Libra, okay? So, like I say, let me know if that makes sense. If anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch, okay? The link is below. The offer is only on until the 3rd of August, okay? So, like I say, after that, the prices will be going back up, and probably up a little bit more, because the new website is coming and it's all restructured. So this is the best time to do that, okay? So I have an absolutely fantastic month, Libra. I really feel it's great for a lot of the signs, you know. It's upheaval and everything, but there's a lot going on, a lot of clearing, you know, and a lot of, I think, wishes that you've made are coming to fruition as well, okay? So thank you for watching, and I'm sorry about the profanities. That really made me laugh, though. But have an absolutely fabulous month, Libra, okay? Sat down.